Hey. All right. So let's go. So I really wanted to do this video because I have been seeing, and this has always been, honestly, um, people making comments underneath other people's comments, whether it be on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Um, when a tragedy happens or something unfortunate happens, there's always someone in the comments that says, you know, I don't know whether they mention anything about God. And the first thing that happens is that there's always someone that, oh, God is the reason why this happened, or you know, um, people blame God for people's deaths and all kinds of stuff. There's always that statement, and there's always someone blaming God for something. And right now we are in we're at a time, and we have been for the past couple of years, where there's some unexplainable things going on. There's some crazy things going on. There's some tragic things going on. There's all kinds of things going on. And I'm sure that there's a community of people that blame God for these things, right? Or how does he let these things happen and all of this stuff, right? And so for me, I am on here, spewing about, having a relationship with God and all of this stuff. I made a video, or maybe it was a short about, God is love. And, even if you haven't kind of sort of been taught that way, that is really something that you need to embrace. And let me just segue for a second. I really want to implore anyone that is listening to the sound of my voice and watching this video that in the past 2 years, we have had uncertainty and, tragedy and all kinds of things happen. And I really just want you to step and look inside of yourself. Because if you have not taken the time to do any inside work, to do any changing or shifting of your beliefs, or, what it is that you do, how you move, how you shake, that's really something to be looked at. We have gone through a shift. And if you are still the same person that you were in 2019 and now it's 2022, that is something to look inside, beloved. That's something to take a look on the inside. Because at this point, we were locked up in our homes for months on months on months. I pray that you were not at home yelling and screaming at your kids or being mean to your husband or wife. Or I pray that you found some time to actually think and go within and think to yourself, especially with all that time that you had. I pray that you took some time for yourself and started working on yourself. We all have things that we can work on. None of us are ever going to be perfect, ever. But I, you know, I personally am not who I used to be. And I've asked for forgiveness for anything that I've ever done in the past. And I'm good with it. Because in order for you to get through this thing called life, in order for you to move through the ebbs and flows of life, in order for you to be able to bounce back after something just absolutely crazy happens, or even not necessarily to bounce back, but for you to be able to cope and deal with life, you're going to need something else. Something else has got to give. And so I am making this video because I really want to help. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. And this is my assignment. This is something that God has asked me to do. But at the end of the day, the work has to come from you. You have to do the work. Okay. And so hold on for just one second.